The Cleveland Browns are standing on the edge of a precipice, staring down a season that will either cement their legacy as the league's most dangerous rising force or collapse into a total, franchise-altering disaster. You think you know how this story ends? You have no idea. The pressure in Ohio has reached a boiling point, the roster is a powder keg of raw and proven talent, and the decisions being made behind closed doors right now could haunt this organization for the next decade. Forget everything you heard about last year. We are entering a new era, and the stakes have never been higher. Before we dive into the madness, smash that subscribe button if you want the fastest, hardest-hitting NFL updates on the planet. The first cracks in the armor started with the disrespect. When the league dropped its top 100 players list, a cold silence fell over Cleveland. Seeing one of the team's most explosive rookie defensive weapons buried at number 93. That isn't just an oversight, it is an absolute insult. This is a player who walked away with Defensive Rookie of the Year honors, a man whose peers saw him dominate week in and week out. Yet, in the eyes of the national media, he is just another name on a list. But there is a silver lining to this disrespect. It's fuel. When you look at the landscape of the NFL, a hierarchy is obsessed with quarterbacks and high-profile receivers. The defensive grit, the linebackers who hunt, they often get lost in the noise. But let this serve as a warning to the rest of the league, the sleeping giant has been poked. By the time next year's rankings come out, that number 93 won't just be higher, it will be an afterthought because this player is on a trajectory that the current league rankings simply cannot comprehend. But while the rankings are a sideshow, the real question is who is going to step up when the game is on the line. Who is truly to blame if this season goes sideways? Drop a name in the comments below. I want to see if you actually understand the pressure cooker these guys are under. Now, let's talk about the monster in the trenches. Jared Verse. There is a massive, high-octane shift happening in how he is being deployed. In the past, he was shackled in a system that forced him to play out of position, often dropping back into coverage like a linebacker instead of doing what he was born to do, hunt quarterbacks. That ends now. Moving to an aggressive, attacking 4-3 scheme is the kind of tactical masterclass that changes careers. We aren't talking about a marginal improvement, we are talking about a total unleash. My prediction: 11.5 sacks. Double digits isn't just a goal, it is the expectation. He is being handed the keys to the engine, and if he doesn't deliver, the entire defensive identity of this team is at stake. But the defense is only half the battle. If you want to talk about true, uncompromising, borderline obsessive belief, look at the quarterback room. You hear the quotes, the social media clips, the arrogance, some call it confidence, others call it a distraction. But when a guy looks into the camera and says, I am who they have been looking for, and I am not content just being on a team, I am trying to be one of the greatest, you are either looking at a future legend or a massive flameout. There is a specific kind of mental toughness required to survive in Cleveland. You can throw an interception, you can get booed by 60,000 people, and you have to be able to walk back onto that field like you own the stadium. That is the it factor. And the question remains, is this the guy who finally breaks the curse? Or is he just another chapter in a long, painful book of what-ifs? Wait until you hear what the coaches are doing to rewrite the mechanics of their other young quarterback, because what they're trying to pull off behind the scenes is nothing short of a massive gamble. This brings us to the future. Everyone is looking at the third round, looking for the next diamonds in the rough, but that is a distraction. If this team is scouting for a quarterback, they aren't looking for a project, they are looking for a franchise saver. And with names like DJ Lagway floating in the ether, you have to wonder if the front office is already preparing for a world where the current experiment doesn't work out. It is a cutthroat reality. If you aren't the guy, there is someone else waiting in the wings, and in this league, waiting is just a polite term for being replaced. Let's talk about the floor and the ceiling. The floor. It's dark. It is 5 wins and a total rebuild. The ceiling. It is double digits, a playoff berth, and the kind of momentum that turns a team into a contender overnight. This roster is loaded with young studs: Carson Schwinger, Mason Graham, Quinton Judkins, Harold Fannin Jr., Isaiah Bond. These are names that sound like the future. Add in the defensive firepower, and you have a team that is literally one or two consistent performances away from being dangerous.
The defense will be a top 10 unit.
That isn't an opinion, it is a mathematical necessity for survival.
The real test is the offense.
If they can manufacture 20 points a game, they aren't just going to be in the fight, they're going to be the ones throwing the punches.
But we have to address the elephant in the room, the trade rumors.
The whispers about moving pieces like Dylan Gabriel for late-round draft capital. That is the sound of a front office that isn't sure of its own identity. If that deal lands, it's a sign that the organization is choosing to look toward 2027 and 2028 rather than fighting for the ground beneath their feet right now.
It is a move born out of necessity, not desire.
And let's look at the quietest, most volatile battle in training camp, the tight end rotation.
With the departures and the infusion of rookie talent, the hierarchy is broken.
Everyone is focusing on the stars, but the real winner of this season will be the guy who secures the tight end 2 spot, becoming the reliable safety valve for a quarterback under fire. You have raw rookies and veteran depth fighting for a life or death chance to stay on the roster. It is the kind of competition that either creates a star or breaks a spirit.
We are staring down the barrel of a season that demands excellence and offers zero excuses.
The fans are hungry, the media is skeptical, and the players are walking a razor's edge.
Will they become a dynasty, or will this become another forgotten era of Cleveland football? The pieces are on the board. The system is being overhauled.
The mentality is shifting.
But talk is cheap. In the NFL, you don't get points for potential.
You get points for what happens when the ball is snapped and the lights are blinding.
The next few months are going to reveal everything.
Every missed throw, every blown coverage, and every dropped pass will be under a microscope.
The drama, the tension, and the raw ambition of these players are about to collide with the brutal reality of the gridiron. So, as we move toward the kickoff, keep your eyes on the guys who don't talk, the ones who put their heads down and do the work. The ones who are tired of being ranked 93rd. The ones who are tired of being the team everyone underestimates. Because when the dust settles, those are the only players who are going to be left standing. The future of this team isn't written in the front office, and it isn't written in the rumors. It is written in the blood, sweat, and absolute grit that they bring to the field every single Sunday. Are you ready for what comes next? Because the transformation of this team is only just beginning, and you're either on the ride or you're in the way.